How is it even conceivable that Elon Musk could assemble four multi-billion organizations by his mid-40s, in four separate fields: programming, vitality, transportation, and aviation? To clarify Musk's prosperity, others have highlighted his courageous hard-working attitude. He consistently works 85-hour weeks, his capacity to set reality-shaping dreams for the future, and his fantastic strength. In any case, these felt unsuitable to me. A lot of individuals have these characteristics. I needed to realize what he did another way. As I continued perusing many articles, recordings, and books about Musk, I saw a colossal bit of the riddle was absent. Standard way of thinking says that so as to become world-class, we should just concentrate on one field. Musk defies that norm. His ability ranges from advanced science, designing, material science, and man-made brainpower to sunlight-based force and vitality. In a past article, I call individuals like Elon Musk master generalists, a term instituted by Auric Gadiesh, executive of Bain & Company. Master generalists concentrate broadly in a wide range of fields, comprehend further rules that interface those fields, and afterward apply the standards to the center forte. In view of my survey of Musk's life and the scholarly writing identified with learning and mastery, I'm persuaded that we should all learn over various fields so as to build our chances of advancement achievement. The handyman fantasy. In case you're somebody who cherishes learning in various regions, you're most likely acquainted with this benevolent exhortation. Grow up. Concentrate on only one field. Handyman. Ace of none. The understood supposition that will be that on the off chance that you concentrate in various territories, you'll just learn at a surface level, never gain authority. The achievement of master generalists all through time shows this is wrong. Learning over different fields gives a data advantage, and hence a development advantage, in light of the fact that a great many people center around only one field. For instance, in case you're in the tech business and every other person is simply perusing tech distributions, however you likewise know a great deal about science, you can think of thoughts that basically nobody else could. The other way around. In case you're in science, however you likewise comprehend man-made consciousness, you have a data advantage over every other person who stays siloed. Regardless of this essential understanding, hardly any individuals really learn past their industry. Each new field we discover that is new to others in our field enables us to make mixes that they can't. This is the master generalist advantage. One intriguing investigation echoes this knowledge. It inspected how the main 59 show arrangers of the 20th century aced their art. Counter to the customary account that achievement of top entertainers can exclusively be clarified by intentional practice and specialization, the analyst Dean Keith Simonton found the specific inverse. The organizations of the best operatic arrangers would in general speak to a blend of types. Writers had the option to maintain a strategic distance from the rigidity of an excess of expertise, overtraining, by broadly educating, sums up UPenn scientist Scott Barry Kaufman in a Scientific American article. Musk's learning move superpower. Beginning from his initial high school years, Musk would peruse 2 books for each day in different controls as per his sibling, Kimball Musk. To put that unique situation, on the off chance that you read 1 book a month, Musk would peruse 60-fold the number of books as you. From the start, Musk's perusing traversed sci-fi, reasoning, religion, programming, and histories of researchers, architects, and entrepreneurs. As he got more seasoned, his perusing and profession intrigue spread to material science, building, item plan, business, innovation, and vitality. This hunger for information permitted him to get presented to an assortment of subjects he had never fundamentally found out about in school. Elon Musk is additionally acceptable at a quite certain kind of discovering that most others aren't even mindful of: learning move. Learning move is taking what we realize in one setting and applying it to another. It tends to be taking a portion of what we realize in school or in a book and applying it to this present reality. It can likewise be taking what we realize in one industry and applying it to another. This is the place Musk sparkles. A few of his meetings show that he has an interesting advanced procedure for cultivating learning move. Side note, want to take your learning routine to the following level? I made a free figuring out how to learn online class you may like. To begin with, he deconstructs information into key standards. Musk's answer on a Reddit armor depicts how he does that. It is essential to see information as kind of a semantic tree. Ensure you comprehend the basic standards, for example the storage compartment and large branches, before you get into the leaves, subtleties, or there is nothing for them to cling to. Research proposes that transforming your insight into more profound, theoretical standards encourages learning move. Research likewise recommends that one strategy is especially incredible for helping individuals intuit fundamental standards. This strategy is designated differentiating cases. Here's the manner by which it works. Let's say you need to deconstruct the letter an and comprehend the more profound standard of what makes an A. How about we further say that you have two methodologies you could use to do this? Which approach improved? Approach number 1. Each extraordinary and in approach number 1 gives more knowledge into what remains the equivalent and what varies between each A. Each and in approach number 2 gives us no knowledge. By taking a gander at bunches of differing situations when we pick up anything, we start to intuit what is fundamental and even at our own extraordinary mixes. I'm not catching this meaning in our everyday life. At the point when we're hopping into another field, we shouldn't simply adopt one strategy or best practice. We ought to investigate loads of various methodologies, deconstruct every one, and afterward look into them. This will assist us with revealing fundamental standards. Next, he remakes the crucial standards in new fields. Stage 2 of Musk's learning move process includes remaking the central standards he's found out in man-made brainpower, innovation, material science, and building into independent fields. In aviation so as to make SpaceX. In cars so as to make Tesla with self-driving highlights. In trains so as to imagine the Hyperloop. In avionics so as to imagine electric airplane that take off and land vertically. In innovation so as to imagine a neural ribbon that interfaces your mind. In innovation so as to help construct PayPal. In innovation so as to help establish OpenAI, a non-benefit that restricts the likelihood of negative man-made brainpower fates. Keith Holyoake, a UCLA educator of brain research and one of the world's driving masterminds on analogical thinking, suggests individuals ask themselves the accompanying two inquiries so as to sharpen their abilities: what does this help me to remember, and for what reason does it help me to remember it? By continually taking a gander at objects in your condition and material you read and asking yourself these two inquiries, you assemble the muscles in your cerebrum that assist you with making associations across conventional limits. Primary concern: it's not enchantment. It's the perfect learning process. Presently, we can start to see how Musk has become a world-class master generalist. He spent numerous years perusing 60-fold the amount of as an energetic peruser. He read broadly across various controls. He continually applied what he realized by deconstructing thoughts into their crucial standards and recreating them in new manners. At the most profound level, what we can gain from Elon Musk's story is that we shouldn't acknowledge the creed that specialization is the best or just way toward vocation achievement and effect. Amazing Master Generalist Buckminster Fuller sums up a move in intuition we should all consider. He shared it decades prior, yet it's similarly as significant today. We are during a time that expect that the narrowing patterns of specialization to be consistent, common, and attractive. In the interim, humankind has been denied of extensive comprehension. Specialization has reproduced sentiments of disconnection, vanity, and disarray in people. It has likewise brought about the person's leaving obligation regarding thinking and social activity to others. Specialization breeds predispositions that at last total as worldwide and ideological dissension, which thusly prompts war. In the event that we put in the effort and learn center ideas across fields and consistently relate those ideas back to our life and the world, moving between regions turns out to be a lot simpler and quicker. As we develop a repository of first standards, and partner those standards with various fields, we abruptly gain the superpower of having the option to go into another field we've never learned, and rapidly make extraordinary commitments. Understanding Elon's learning superpowers causes us increase some knowledge into how he could go into an industry that has been around for over 100 years and change the entire premise of how the field contends. Elon Musk is unique, yet his capacities aren't mysterious. Need to take to learn like Musk? I made a free figuring out how to learn online class you may like. It depends on the learning best acts of the world's top business people.